Coach, you guys only shot, I think, 22% against TCU last time. What's it going to take to find some offense?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're going to have to move the basketball a little bit better. I think we got pretty stagnant the last time we played them, and found a few things that worked with the ball in Bailey's hands. But I think that we're going to have to move the basketball around more and just spread it a little bit. You know, we need to obviously get stops so we can run in transition, because that's one of our better offensive strategies, and then also just off turnovers. So our defense is going to have to be really good.
Prince, I think, is like third in the nation when it comes to blocks, 10 blocks total against you guys last time. What's going to take to be a little different in that category?
Yeah, we got to get her out of the lane. I mean, we can't challenge her. We have to be smarter than that to know that we're not going to get a lot of looks if she's at the rim. So we got to be able to move her around, get her out of the paint some, and engage her in defending something else besides the ball, so that the ball can get to the rim and score, because we can't just rely on three-pointers or shots outside the paint.
What do you like right now as of late? I mean, of course, not getting the wins, but it seemed like there's a little more fight now that you've been wanting all year.
For sure, yeah. I do like our intensity level. I mean, I really have liked our intensity in practice. It's been so much better, and these girls are still locked in, and they're still trying to fight to get that win. But, I think we're defending at a pretty high level. I think we're really bought into that. I think we're moving the basketball better. Obviously, the last game we played, we had 4 in double figures. That has to happen for us to be successful. So sharing the ball a little bit more. We're starting to get a little bit better rhythm. We've got to close games out. I mean, because we've been in the last 3 games we played in, we've been in at the end, and we haven't closed them out. So now we got to figure out how to do that.
And I guess that could go aid to this next section, but what has been most frustrating heading there? Obviously you want to get those wins, but it seemed like intensity lacked at times. I mean, what's been most frustrating for you as a coach, and now maybe you're seeing that disappear a little bit?
Yeah, I think that we have segments that snowball on us. I think we play some good basketball at times, and then we'll have back to back turnovers or empty possessions or a defensive breakdown or offensive breakdown. So that focus of whether it's because we've subbed, whether we've had different people on the floor, whether we're fatigued, like whatever that is, like we had to push through that and stay locked in, because when we're locked in, we're a good basketball team, but we just have those moments that kind of snowball on us, and it allows us to either give up a lead or it lets a lead grow on us. So those are the things that, like, as a team and really as our leaders, have to really fight against, and to come together and to make those segments be much shorter to where they're non-existent.
You mentioned snowball. A win like this obviously would be huge moving forward and could snowball into the right direction. So take me through just, you guys don't look at the rankings or anything, but this is a quality opponent here. What would a win do for this group?
Yeah, I mean, just a win, period, right? A win against anybody at this point is going to help us. But I think that what we've shown, and even the last time we played TCU, I mean, for 3 quarters we were with them. It was within reach. We got out of control the 4th quarter. But if our kids just believe that, right, and then they can put 40 minutes together, a win cures all. I mean, it's definitely going to give you more confidence. It can snowball into some really positive things for you, but it just will help our confidence so much. And I think our kids believe that. I think they believe they can win. I think they believe they can play with anybody in the conference. And I think they've shown that they can. We gotta complete it.
Where things are setting up for you guys now, where you're likely going to have to win the Big 12 tournament, how important does that make the final few games here to sort of set yourself up where you don't have to win 5 games in 5 days?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're necessarily looking at that. We still think we have a lot of basketball to play, and we have a lot to prove. I mean, we've got to prepare to where we know that we can beat anybody that we do play, so that when you do get to that tournament, the conference tournament, that's when the magic happens, right? That's when everything you've been working for actually goes into play. And I used to coach at the mid-major level, and the 3 days in March were actually more important than the 90 days in the regular season. So I think that's an important piece of it, that our kids stay up, that our kids see the fight, and that they see that they can be successful. And they got to play free. They got to play free. They got to play determined, and they got to just stick together. And I'm seeing all those things happen with them.
Coach, just closing out the 4th quarter, is that something that you're looking to improve on as you face TCU?
Well, no doubt. I mean, if we're in the fight at the end, we have to figure out how to win games, and we have to put it together. So, yeah, I mean, I think the energy has been there, the intensity has been there. I thought against Utah, we had a segment in the second quarter that got away from us, and instead of growing our lead, we let them take it. And that probably, to me, was the difference in the game. But then at the end, when we're tied with 2 minutes or whatever, like we had to come out of timeouts and execute. We have to finish stops and with rebounds. We can't foul late. I mean, it's all little things in discipline that we've got to just stick to.
And just getting that fire that you were looking for, just looking back at the last matchup versus TC, is there any specific adjustments you've made since?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, we had to adjust a lot. I mean, when you get beat, you definitely have to make some adjustments and see what you can do. And they're a high-level basketball team that if you take away one thing, they're going to find another. So, yeah, I mean, there's definitely defensive adjustments that we've made, and there's some offensive adjustments as well.
And with 4 Lady Raiders, just 4 double-figure scores last game, what's kind of the emphasis on trying to build off of that?
We got to continue to share the ball. I think ball movement's huge for us. I think just trusting each other and finding the open man. I think we've done such a better job of understanding that if you have the ball in your hands and you attract 2, that you're going to find an open shooter, not be the shooter. And so I think that's super important for this team, and I think they're maturing in that manner.
Cool.
Thank you,
Thanks, Coach.
guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Safe travels.
Thank you.